Welcome to Royal Divine. Harry's regret after Royal wrote Charles' letter apologizing for Oprah interview. Before we proceed, I encourage you to subscribe so you don't miss any of our new update. Prince Harry wrote Charles a letter to give an explanation for and apologize for his interview with Oprah Winfrey earlier than reuniting with his father at Prince Philip's funeral, a royal creator claimed. As Prince Charles plans to slim down the royal family when he turns into monarch, reviews advocate he ought to strike out the possibilities of Meghan and Harry's firstborn, Archie, being a prince. Charles has lengthy been eager on lowering the value of the firm to British taxpayers. As a result, the first in line to the throne is equipped to ruthlessly cull fringe individuals of the household, from their monetary ties to the royal purse, in accordance to reports. Meghan and Harry, who now dwell in Montecito, California, are stated to be livid at the news, having discovered of the choice rapidly earlier than their bombshell Oprah Winfrey interview in March. According to a supply talking to the Mail on Sunday, felony files will be modified to make certain that Archie will now not turn out to be a prince, a title normally bestowed on grandchildren of the monarch. It will possibly come as a blow to Harry, who has had a strenuous relationship with Charles, one that took a shaky flip after he and Meghan left for North America in January ultimate year. After this, the pair not often talked and did no longer see every different for over a year. They had been eventually reunited at Prince Philip's funeral in April. It additionally marked the first time they had met in character in view that the Oprah interview went live. However, Emily Andrews, royal editor of the Mail on Sunday, speaking to Channel 5's documentary Charles Harry, Father and Son Divided, stated the pair had had correspondence after the interview, with Harry trying to provide an explanation for the contents of the explosive 2-hour discuss in a letter. She said, before the Duke of Edinburgh's funeral, Harry wrote Charles a letter, I assume partly apologizing for Oprah. None of the royal family have been listening to them. It's partly one of the motives they had to actually stroll away. Of course, at the Duke of Edinburgh's funeral, that was once the first time that William and Charles had viewed Harry for an complete year. Many shared a comparable view to Ms. Andrews, believing that the funeral supplied a house for Harry to reconcile with the family. Yet, no longer a month after the funeral, Harry regarded in the podcast, Armchair Expert, the place he delivered but every other blow to the firm. Here, he blamed Charles's upbringing by means of the Queen and Philip for having negatively tainted his personal childhood, describing it as genetic ache and suffering. The following week, he spoke for the duration of the first episode of his and Oprah's new Apple TV Plus series, The Me You Can't See, sharing his struggles with intellectual fitness. Developing up as a royal, many accused the Duke of throwing his household beneath the bus again. Maureen Callahan, writing in the New York Post, stated the activities had pushed the Queen to make her opposition to their moves publicly known. Talking about their selection to title their new child daughter Lilibet Diana Mountbatten Windsor after the Queen's childhood nickname, she wrote, casting apart their desire of Diana as a center identify, who should maybe begrudge them that? Naming their solely daughter after the female whom they deride as the epitome of racism, colonialism and, by way of extension, imply mommydom is odd, right? Except when you reflect on consideration on the palace's current demotion of Hawes and Meg's on the authentic royal website. Once listed simply under William and Kate, Harry and Meghan have been kicked all the way to the bottom, beneath even the Epstein-associated Prince Andrew.